let's recount what happened. We lost our whip. We walked through the subway for a long time after escaping through the tunnels of the main Snatcher hospital that we were able to find. And we crawled out through that place where we almost got killed. You know, that place where 2 inches to the right is a mirror and we didn't notice it. And we saw somebody behind us. So now we are in that person's apartment. And we need to get back to Snatcher HQ. Or not Snatcher HQ, but Junker HQ. Real fast. Because there's a mole at work, and we need to rescue Mika and everybody else who's in trouble. So I think we've caught up. Let's go. Let's look. Looks like the junk team's already taken care of Freddy's remains. Indeed. Mirror. Don't worry. There's nobody else in the reflection. You never know. You never know because they can't see. I prefer not to be strangled like that again, thank you. Hey, Way. Yep. Yeah, this apartment. The apartment that, as I said not too long ago, if you look 2 inches to the right, there's a mirror. But it's conveniently like 2 inches to the right. Alright, let's get out of here because we need to, we found out there's a mole in the Joker HQ and we gotta rescue everybody. This is Freddy's living room. Is there... Oh, map, yeah. It's a late 20th century map. But I know my geography, and I think that's Russia, actually. Moscow, eh? Shu-O over there, over at Queen's Hospital, a picture of St. Basil's Cathedral. The chief keeps a picture of Red Square hidden. How come everybody's such a big Moscow fan these days? What's going on here? Moscow seems to hold some clue to this whole thing, doesn't it? Of course, it's an 80s, not flick, but game, but it might as well be a flick. It's a buddy cop drama. Moscow. Did that guy say something about it? Here comes the music. Before the explosion, didn't Shin-Su-Oh say something about achieving what was meant to be 55 years ago in the depths of the Kremlin? Now that you mention it, this map is from exactly that era, isn't it? Moscow, 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers no doubt lies there. This has to have some meaning. I don't think they'd paste a 50-year-old map up here just as decoration. Alright. Let's look around the map. Let's get a map of Moscow. Investigate map again, maybe. Yep, okay. So... a room. Lisa's remains have been cleaned up. I wouldn't say it was Lisa, that was Lisa Snatcher. I'm not reading any movement. We're the only ones here. Okay, so let's get out of here. Be careful they don't touch the tape lines. Tape? You mean this is a laser beam, right? You mean this laser beam, right? Don't break the beam, Gillian. You'll have people from headquarters all over the place. It's a security sensor, you know? I see. Gotta make sure nobody messes with the evidence after all. Yeah. Jeez. I feel like I'm breaking into the place or something. Well, technically you are, but it's okay. We're outside of Nielsen's apartment. Thank God. Now let's get back to headquarters. Well, how? We don't have a car. What's here? There's a building in the area. It's sealed off to prevent snatchers from spreading. The building is no longer inhabited. That's interesting. This is the building that the Nielsens were living in. Since the incident the other day, the other occupants have all moved out. That was pretty quick. It's been like less than a day. Well, anyway, let's do the turbo cycle. How do you plan to get back? We have no turbo cycle. Are we gonna walk it? Aren't there any taxis or anything around here? Why don't we search the area? Oh no. No. I remember this. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, alright. How about, let's investigate the area. Quite a ways from Queen's Hospital. It's very quiet here. Look! There's a taxi over there, conveniently. As if someone was expecting us to come out. Well, let's hail a cab. All right. Okay. Well, let's. No, we don't need to save that way. Taxi. The cab is for hire. Shall we board it? Sure. Wow. It's like right outside the place. Imagine the odds. It's a manned taxi. The driver's behind the wheel. Sure. Riding taxi. Alright, let's board that taxi. Oh. Now I really remember it. Does this guy look familiar from the back? We've boarded the taxi. Anybody? Where to, sir? Where to, sir? This is a manned cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. Yeah. Hey, fella. Let's look inside the car. The driver's identification is not posted on the dashboard. Hey, this is a black taxi, you know. Don't be so nosy, okay? And this taxi's lacking a synchronizer to link it to the Alpha 1 automatic traffic control system. Come on, you know the unspoken rule. Drivers and passengers of black taxis aren't supposed to interfere with each other's business, you know. This car has been modified to operate a manual only. Yeah. His face is concealed. Polarizing film has been placed on the rear view mirror. Come on, stop that, please. Now, where would you like to go? I really would like to know where you plan on going. The driver's of medium height and medium build. What does that sound like? Remember somebody being described as a medium height and medium build. I really want to get all this. Okay, so we've gotten all the text from look. Let's get all the text from investigate. As he is seated, I'm unable to make a precise measurement of his height. Right. We know what you're gonna say. Alright, so we've done it. Alright, let's just tell him the destination. I think we all know that this is not gonna end right, but we're on urgent business. Get us to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? What would you want to go there for? Something going down? No. We're totally fine. We're just sightseeing. Alright, Alright, so this is as suspicious as it is. I think yeah, alright. Let's just tell him we're in a hurry. Is that some kind of joke, sir? You can't be serious. This is a manned taxi, you know. I can't go to a place like that. Metal, I think we picked a weird taxi. That's for sure. Alright. I just wanted to see something really creepy. Alright. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to Junker headquarters and do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. You want to know where that is? Please don't say hell. Or death or something. Where? Straight to hell! Jitsu! Oh!
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one wasn't.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
I think
Use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just hope Mika and Harry are safe.
Also, I want to welcome everybody to the video. Hold on a second. Alright. And if you get any enjoyment out of it, please be sure to leave a like for me. It certainly does help. Since I'm a tiny YouTuber, so helps get me out there. Anyway, let's continue. It's the last time I'll say it. We arrived at Junker headquarters. I certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. Alright, Metal. This is it. The final showdown. Oh, wow, okay. Are you ready? Let's go. Now entering headquarters. One of my favorite... Wait, am I gonna... Oh no. I forgot this. Okay. Thank you, Way. I very much appreciate it. Okay, so I have to say, of all time, Metal Gear Mark II is probably one of my favorite sidekicks. However, I don't know whether or not Shuttle from the Captain is ahead or behind, because the Shuttle from the Captain is an amazing game, and I streamed that as well. And I'm actually also, my review is the first review you'll see if you look it up on look up reviews of it on Steam. So yeah, just plug in that. All right, this is the lobby. Shuttle is really cool. What? The shutter on this reception booth is closed. Alright, well, let's look around. Investigate. Area. There are a few holes in the shield, no doubt caused by blaster or cannon fire. Cannon? Then it's Snatchers who did this. Mouth cannons. You know, like I said in one of my clips, you don't bring a gun to a mouth fight. The surface of the shutter shows evidence of having been struck by fire of an energy weapon. Oh no! Movement! I read motion! Something's in the booth! Certainly not Mika, it must be a Snatcher. Let's fire first! It's been locked from the inside. The only way to open it is from the inside the booth. It appears that something attacked this place. The shutter on the reception booth is closed. Is Mika still in the booth? Okay, yeah. Well, oh, I think actually that was new. It functions as a protective shield. Hey, Ben. How you doing? So there's no way to see inside the booth with it like this. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. You have looked to have joined it in an exciting moment, yes. So headquarters has been put on emergency status? There's a mole in Junker HQ. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. Yeah. Bennett's a goofy guy, Way. Way's a good guy, Bennett. He's a nice fella. Let's see. The emergency light. Okay, wait. Investigate. There are a few holes in the shield, but no gun. Okay. What have I not checked? Gillian, we have to open this somehow. We have to get the booth open before we will be able to get the door open. Okay. Alright, so now I'm a stickler for text, as I'm sure you guys have no doubt seen. We have to open the shutter on the booth in order to enter headquarters. Alright, the only switch to release the lock on the main door is inside the reception booth. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Or Don? I call you Don, so, but it's confusing that Steven's first. But hey, Don. Jillian, we have to investigate the booth. Alright, let's... Is there a switch? Is there a booth? Can't this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then it can be opened from the outside. Well, why didn't you tell me sooner? Metal, find this external connection jack and reverse the polarity in the phase inductors. All that stuff. Here we are. I've located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, I'll be able to open the shutter. Here we go. Shoot first. Ask questions later. Certainly, it's not Mika. It's definitely a junker or a snatcher. Now, getting all tongue-tied. Now plugging with the emergency external connection port. Here we go. Releasing lock mechanism. Now opening the shutter.
Alright, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution. Anything could be inside.
Hey, Red. Hey, Young Money.
Mika! Mika, are you alright? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Young Money.
Gillian? Gillian?
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian, please help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in.
You gotta save Harry so he can find out who his parents are.
Going in. Be careful. That snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
That's not the
Don't worry.
chief.
I'll watch myself.
It's the Snatcher. Red guy, I didn't know you're, Oh no! We're in the main hallway. That purple suit, I recognize it anywhere. Well, it's mainly purple. What's this? Someone is down. Oh, Metal Gear and Gillian, you both are slow. That hat, Harry?
Harry!
Oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbocycle. And that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
He's so emotional for a
That
robot.
bad, huh? Gillian. Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Harry, you'll be okay.
You,
Doesn't look like you're hurting too bad.
yeah, dude,
This will work out perfect.
it'll be fine.
You're working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Take a nice long
Yeah, sure.
rest.
Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it.
This is so
You're
80s.
a good kid, Gillian.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you.
Whoa, okay, cool.
I've always had trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him.
Oh, wait.
Blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in
His
there.
father.
You and I were gonna
Who
go
is
out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
have a drink.
yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal,
But
quiet.
shut the fuck up, Al.
Gillian, I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Oh no.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about...
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for breathing.
John!
That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
So, Young Money. What changed? You come into some inheritance, or what prompted the name change? All right, let's while we're finding that out, let's look around. Chief's office, engineering. It's too bad that the engineer could never he never found out who his parents were. I wonder who they were. Engineering. Could Madonna have been his mother? I don't see the Snatcher. Alright, now investigating. Sorry, nothing here. About the only place one could hide in this room is here, right? Alright, I'll check it now. Please be careful. No Snatchers here. Alright. Alright, I'll check it now. Please be careful. Sorry, nothing here. Alright, motion detector. Pick up any motion and engineering metal. We're the only ones registering on the motion detector. The ceiling fan is the only thing moving. Alright, I'll check again just to make sure. I can't find any sign of the Snatcher. Alright. Move. Where should we go? Hallway? We're in the main hallway. Oh, now we can look and stuff. Okay. Well, Harry's lying on the floor. Just wait here a little longer, Harry. I'll get the bastard for you. Harry's body is as we left it. There's no sign that it has been disturbed. You know, you're picking him. I mean, he's got a lot of blood in his back. Gillian should be forget it. I'm looking too into it. I don't see the Snatcher. Damn that Snatcher! Where could it have gone? Any movement in this hallway? There is no reading. My movement sensor is functioning properly. Alright. Let's move then. Computer room? This is the computer room. Use Jordan. Gillian, at a time like this, we have to find the chief, or that Snatcher. Register any motion here in the computer room metal? I don't read any movement. You're the only ones in the area. Alright, I'll check it now. Please be careful. What? Oh, sorry, nothing there. Alright. Yeah. Sorry, nothing there. The Snatcher does not seem to be around. Where should we go? Let's go to the detective's room. This is the detective's room. I can't find any sign of the Snatcher. Alright, now checking the locker. Nobody there. I'll check it out now. Are you ready? Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, nothing there. Alright. Well, let's, motion detector? Right. Let's keep on moving. It was around this point of the game in Policenauts that it got really hard. I remember that. Remember that, Bennett? There's the chief's office. We went to the engineering room, shooting range. It's been a long time since we played Policenauts. This is the shooting range. Alright. Let's practice. How about a little target practice? Finding the Snatcher is much more important than that right now. We have no time for that. We have to find the Snatcher as quickly as possible. Gillian, I'm taking the target practice command off the menu. Yeah. Just around this time, like around the late game in the Policenauts, like there was this really tough shooting section. I don't know if you remember. It was just like almost impossible because we didn't have a gun. Yeah. How about motion in the shooting range? Reading anything? Oh, Bennett, I gave Young Money the booth. I gave him Booth. He's the one I gave Booth to. We're the only ones registering on my motion detector. There's a good chance it's hiding in here somewhere. Birdman was a good movie. I'll check it out now. Are you ready? Sorry, nothing there. I'll check it out now. Are you ready? What? Oh, sorry, nothing there. I'll we'll check it out now. Are you ready? No, Snatcher's here. Alright. Snatcher does not seem to be around. Where should we go? Alright, so we've been literally everywhere but the chief's office. This is the chief's office with the banana couch. Alright. Use motion detector. I don't read any movement. We're the only ones in the area. What? In a place like this? I will check it out now. Are you ready? Nothing unusual there. Hi, Techno Micah. I will check it out now. Are you ready? No Snatcher's there. Alright, now investigating. Sorry, nothing there. See you around, Space Junker. Can't find any sign of the Snatcher. There's no reading. My movement sensor is functioning properly. Well, we got it. What about that painting? I can't even select it. There's nothing there when we checked. Well, there's got to be something. We're the only ones registering on my motion detector. Move. Let's go back to the hallway. There's got to be something in the main hallway. Oh yeah, no. I think you might have missed the late part of part 2, Bennett. We already did that part. I've checked all the rooms. Where could it be? Let's go through all the rooms one more time. Oh, come on, Metal Gear. Come on, game. It's okay, man. It's alright. Alright, let's, we're all here having fun. Hopefully having fun. Okay, let's go back to the chief's office now. This is the chief's office. Oh, I think... Is it just me or is that monitor new? Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. What's this? There's something on the desk. It's blood. Hmm? Really? Okay. Well, I don't know. Gillian, there's something funny about this room. Let's investigate. Nah. Well, if you insist. Alright, search. Outside window? Alright, now investigating. No Snatchers. Alright, fine. Desk. There's some kind of stain on the desk. Man, nobody's this slow. Stain on desk. It's blood. Okay, well, we wouldn't want to look up or anything, but it appears that blood is dripping from the ceiling that is not in view. There was no stain like this a few moments ago. The stain is growing in size. How could that happen? There's a pool of blood on the desktop. Well, I mean, alright, now investigating. What? Okay. Why don't we investigate the ceiling? Which, if I'm not calling this, I don't actually remember, but I'm guessing that we're probably only like 2 inches beyond what's going on in the window. Oh, no, it's more. Oh my god! Cunningham!
The lighting control system has been destroyed. Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Can we find him again?
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
I love the Captain Obvious statements. They're actually kind of charming. They've happened throughout the entire game. The Snatcher must be in a different room. The Snatcher's no longer here. Okay, whatever. So let's look. Yeah, alright. Move. So, hallway. That's a really cool aesthetic. Just, even though it's just a color change, I don't know, I kind of like it. Sega CD was kind of cool for the time. Harry is lying on the floor. Alright. We left it. Alright, so I'm guessing, well, alright. Do the motion detector thing. Where should we go? Computer room. I would say engineering room. No. Alright, motion detector. Alright, search. Bloodstain? I don't see any evidence of blood anywhere. Okay. Snatcher does not seem to be around. Alright, well, let's move. Detective's room. Not much is happening in the detective's room. Motion detector. Alright, let's see. Whoa. Snatcher does not seem to be around, but you gotta check that locker. Oh, we gotta check for a bloodstain, I guess. Just to make sure. I'm checking the. All right, nobody here. Let's search for a bloodstain. Don't see any evidence of blood. All right, let's move. Let's go to the shooting range. The shooting range. All right, let's search for blood. No blood. That's funny. I was pretty sure I at least winged him. Alright. Where should we go? How about engineering? Wait, we went to go to computer room. This is the computer room. Search. Bloodstain. Can't locate any signs of blood. That's funny. I was pretty sure I at least winged him. Search the same place over and over will not do any good. There's no reading. Well, what the... Alright, fine. Where should we go? Chief's office. This is the chief's office. Now, wait a second. Perhaps we could check something like that book. What's that book? It's not in this room. Yeah, well, maybe that, The Snatcher's blood trail continues out the door. Alright. Well, maybe we can follow it. Can we follow the blood trail? Maybe I need to search more thoroughly. Alright, we'll start with the engineering room. This is engineering. Alright, look. See the Snatcher. Search. On work table. Alright, check now. Please be careful. What? Sorry, nothing there. Alright, search. On the work table. Alright, search. Under desk. Alright, search. Bloodstain. That's funny, okay. Wait them. Alright, motion detector. Okay. I know it's got to change somehow. There's one thing I could probably change with this game would be the fact that they force you to really check everywhere. There's no way for it to get out of headquarters. There's still some rooms we haven't checked. Okay, so that's a little hint to us. Harry's body's the only thing around. Harry's body since we left it. Alright, search. I went to the Snatcher. Motion detector. No reading. Okay. Move. Let's go from it. We did engineering. Let's do detective's room. Detective's room. Okay, look. Here. Search. Inside. Oh, we did that one. Okay, search. Front desk. Search. Far desk. Search. Bloodstain. Alright. Now, motion detector. And now we move. Oh wait, look. Alright, now we move. Go to the computer room. We'll do the same thing. Computer room. Look. Right. Search. Terminal shadow. Under desk. Bloodstain. Hey, PlayStation 1 MLP. How are you doing? I think one's registering on my motion detector. Alright, let's see. So we know that Metal Gear took the command off the menu. I like that. Okay, wait, can Metal Gear actually do more than save? No. Okay, checking. What? I'm doing okay, thank you. What should I be guessing? You have a game? Well, you are a PlayStation 1. Ah, yes. There are a lot of versions of Snatcher. Wait. You went to the detective room, went to the shooting range, went to the hallway. And did you go to the engineering room? There's also actually a game called Snatcher SD, and it's completely different, and I've never played it. It follows, I think, the same storyline. It's for the MSX, and it's supposed to be really good. You mean Policenauts? I think you might be talking about Policenauts. No tracers of the blood. Well, where in the heck is he? Did I miss anybody, chat? Or miss any place? Like... Oh, I think I missed the shooting range. Search. Booth shadows. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, we winged him, so... No Snatcher. This is like... Wait, should I use motion detector? Ah, you know what? I think maybe I should use motion detector more than once. Or perhaps I need to do that on other rooms. Because that's the only thing I can think of. No, there aren't any rooms I haven't searched yet. Search? Doesn't seem to be around. Check again. Oh yeah, we should search more. It has to be somewhere at headquarters. Yep, well, we're playing the Sega CD version. Alright, yeah, I think we have to do... Did it snatch Harry? Oh, front. Let's check the lobby. Finally. But the main door was sealed off before we came in. We've checked and double-checked everywhere else. Let's go take a look.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Oh no.
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is
All
definitely
right,
here.
PlayStation. That's
Where
pretty
are you?
good, but
Show yourself.
uh-oh.
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
1 second.
Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared.
There
I mean,
we
the
go.
emergency lights coming on so suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I have you now, Junker.
Uh-uh. Whack-a-mole. Jerker whack-a-mole. Ah! Didn't run to your hand. Nope. No, what? Game over? Oh, thank God. Save. I can't believe I shot Mika. Yeah. I didn't even know I could do that. Couldn't help it, Mika. I'm sorry.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
She's really having a rough day.
Harry? I got him. Random? Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Crane's Hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the
Comrades.
city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into phase 2. For that we will enlist the help of Professor Lorraine. Your existence is meaningless.
Shut up, you robot commie. No, you commies are all robots. It's a one big analogy. You just wait till 1991, buddy.
My memory? Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry. Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Why did the good die young?
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Random.
They're both dead.
But the city is still full of Snatchers. This fight is just beginning.
No, I think it's ending. This is almost at the end.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Oh no, Snow
I got
9.
my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory. So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you
That's
something
true,
like
Way.
this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
Modnar?
I'm
Alright.
so sorry.
Whoa!
Snatcher.
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish. Professor Seed.
Uh-oh. What? You what? I would like to say thank you. Alright. Yeah, it's okay. Thanks for asking, though.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center. A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatcher's headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that Snatcher who was impersonating the Chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Metal, what about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian.
Oh, how's my voice mix, by the way?
Didn't Jamie say something
Is
that
it okay?
implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian.
Metal, the Chief's dead. Tell me everything you know
Great.
about me.
Well, you see...
Metal.
All right. With the Chief gone, you are the highest-ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force.
Oh, this is where it gets
More
weird.
precisely, you were
The
discovered in
lolly-loo-la-lo.
cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the Army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This This is the only piece of evidence found at the
Oh, wait a second.
That's Harry's picture from when he was a kid.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my
But why was it
son?
ripped?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
You guys are
In addition,
boomers?
both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There
Well,
is no
not
other
really.
information available about you after that.
1989.
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
Yeah, all this hidden
When the
truth.
17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched,
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
that's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow. 50 years ago.
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No. It
And
was
you didn't
highly
tell him,
classified
Metal.
information
You
he
didn't
was
tell
never
him.
told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
Alright. Okay. Here we go. By the way, it really is kind of like Metal. You could have said anything, or at least, I don't know, told Harry something. Alright. First of all, what's the Snatcher's weak point? Well, it's UV rays, which are also sun rays, but yeah, UV rays. That's correct. Their weak point is the defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basale of the skin, which become cancerous. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right. And that's the reason why they're so limited as to when they can be out. I can't believe Gillian is a professor. He has been so slow this entire game. Alright. They only come out at night in the middle of winter and wear sunscreen, even then. That's the method that Jean used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic. It turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. Oh, this is back in those Captain Planet days. That's right. Now, what method are they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? Are we really, like... Is this just to make sure that we're following the story? Yes, they're underground. We were walking for a while underneath there. Although I guess this is a good summary for people who might be checking up on this stream after a while. So maybe there is a tunnel under the main base as well. Ah, yes. Highlander 2. There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed? Snow 9. Oh, wait, well, sneeze. Which is due to Snow 9. Yep, I'm correct. I know. And we know that's an artificial form of basically chaff to use to scramble signals. Still present around the areas of Eno River, which has been cleared out of other areas because of danger presents. So that means that it's near that their base is somewhere near the Eno River. Right? Oh, so the map is going to be useful. That map that we've seen all these times is probably going to lead us to the final area. That's a fair conclusion. They are probably somewhere near the Eno River, protected by the Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner, and near the Eno River. And we must not forget the 3 photographs we all found in Snatchers with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. This is a little bit like Red Dawn, a little bit like Highlander 2, a little bit Blade Runner. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment. It's also a little bit that buddy cop drama with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. The picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital. The photo of Red Square hidden in the chief's office. Why do the Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're home? Yeah, okay, Mika. Get serious, but thank you, Gillian. They're robots, you know. Let's analyze this a little. Well, Metal's a robot, but he's the most emotional of all of us. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city's related to all 3? Come on! What's the only city that was mentioned? Moscow must be where they come from. This is like a really easy version of Ace Attorney. You might be right. This is just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. These very advanced artificial intelligence systems. So they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Sort of like artificial memories for replicants in Blade Runner. Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of image as an emotional base. Like Blade Runner. So Moscow is their creator and their home. And the place they found Jamie in... Actually, and the place they found me and Jamie would be the grammatically correct way to say that.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9.
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city, around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been
Like the
abandoned
Cathedral
for
of St.
30
Basil.
years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian.
I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo
Mika.
Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
You
It's a
can't
tough
come with
job.
me,
Can you
okay?
do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Don't mention it.
Gillian?
Yes?
I think it's don't mention it.
What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
But I gotta go to church first.
And
see you soon.
save my wife
Okay,
and
Mel.
kid.
Let's go.
Oh no, my kid's dead. Okay. This is the last turbo cycle. Alright, investigate. Turbo cycle body. It appears quite safe. It's not been tampered with. I do not read any motion. You and I are the only ones here, and the taxi driver. The separate cycle, the turbo cycle has not been painted, but that does not affect its locomotive functions. The parking lot has become rather lonely. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, now boarding the turbo cycle. I'm pretty sure the don't say it, it was meant to be don't mention it, but it was mistranslated. We boarded the turbo cycle. Now, where would you like to go? Of course I know the answer to that question. Let's go to church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off. Flight configuration, now gaining altitude.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
50-year debt in 3 hours.
What?
Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Alright. Here we go. Let's go back to Junker HQ. I don't know. After all, there's only 2 of us against who knows how many Snatchers. What's wrong? Show some courage. I do too. I kind of like, you know, sometimes simple look is the better look. And you know, less is more sometimes. Like Mode 7, you know? Stuff like that. It's got a little bit of a charm to it. Exit turbocycle. We've arrived at the church. Yeah, it does have sort of a nice look to it. Actually, Bennett, you, oh yeah, you owe Snow, that's right. You know there's an MSX version of this game, but I cannot show it on, I could not stream the MSX version. It's definitely, definitely NSFW. Wow. Now I know why they call it the Kremlin. Alright, let's listen. Yep, I know. The only sound is that of the wind. It's perfectly quiet. Alright. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same thing. Patterned after an old Russian church. It's quite old. Well, it appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9. Surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. It's likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. Alright, investigate. The building's about 50 years old, which is not old at all. But it appears very well maintained. So, where's the entrance? I don't know. On the front side of the building. Oh. That's what that hole was. Okay, no movement. A sensor scan reveals that a tube-liner tunnel passes directly underneath this area. Well, that's no surprise. Look like we've got the right place. Alright, let's go inside.
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
That got it.
Oh, nice music. I wonder who this Modnar guy is. Modnar. It would appear to be some kind of chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray? To whom? Could it be to Modnar? Sounds like a backwards word. No doubt to their creator. The portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. Alright. Something is written on the painting. Ah, the creator. Modnar. So this is Professor Modnar. The one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. Based on the condition of the paints and canvas, I would say that this portrait was painted about 50 years ago. Or over 50 years ago. So he's a professor too. Might we be rivals? There's dust in the wind, that's all I can hear. There's chairs for the worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapsed Soviet Union has been created here. Recreated here. This person is no doubt the one Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy. Isn't that random? What could be the link? While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of Random, a positive identification is impossible as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. Right. Okay. Alright. Area. Oh, wait. Continue back. Now moving to the back room. Snatchers. Look at them all. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They're all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? Must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. Alright. Oh! These are endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. So the victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. That's kind of creepy. There seem to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. None of the snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. Let's not go there. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. There's some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Siberian Investigative Force. It would appear that these snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian neutral zone. It seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces, they have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring the snatchers out of Siberia into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. I don't know anything about it. I didn't follow that, but the snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. Okay, so they come from Siberia. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Well then, let's continue back. Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading for the room farther back. Oh boy. The Snatcher's culturing room. The mechanism is operating. There's no sound except for the soft bubbling of the liquid in the cylinders. These cylinders are used to the culture of the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. It appears that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. This is really advanced. Way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. This whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. Gillian, there are snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscle is attached.
Is it organic?
No, it appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process.
Alright, see you later, Way.
To simulate age.
Thanks for coming. Alright, let's see. Door? It's a small metal door with the doorknob attached. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. Alright, let's go. It said so that it cannot be opened from the inside. Well, but you said you could open it, right? Okay. Ah, terminal. There we go. The power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of the people to be snatched is all being neatly processed.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their fluid skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Uh-oh.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
30 minutes, huh?
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
I won't meddle.
30 minutes?
Yep.
This is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Up. God. Oh, that was so tough. I got this. It's the controller that's doing it. It's not me, it's the controller. There we go, I got it. The button's not responding. Like I'll aim it and just... Ah, man! Come on, button. Alright. Ah! Alright, hold on a sec. Oh my god! I got it. For Pete's sake. Wait. The button just doesn't register sometimes. Wow! This button. I'll press down like 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, save. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, save. Here, there, there. Ah! Alright, wait. Up. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, wait. Top right, top left, up. It's like I aimed there, but it doesn't shoot. Oh, I was almost there. Okay, boop, save, boop. Alright. There we go.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
Oh, good night, Ben.
All right, let's open the next door. Doesn't look like there's anything here.
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Oh no, not more. This is easier. Oh my lord. Wait. There we go. I got it. I got this. Wait. There we go. No. Damn it. Oh, please. There we go.
Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course,
Yeah, they are.
Didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
No more snatchers. Okay. Wait. Oh no.
Jamie! Jamie! Oh no! What have I done?
Oh no. Oh god. Well, thanks everybody. It's been a great playthrough. Wow. Okay. No, they really meant it. Okay.
Didn't
Well,
exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Trousseau indeed. Hi there.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Indeed, Don.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
We know.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor...
I'm just gonna need
he
to
just died.
let.
He was
Oh.
over 100.
Oh boy.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I
Oh
were
boy,
involved
here we
in a
go.
top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military
Exposition
superiority.
dump.
A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over.
Yes,
Communism
perestroika.
itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and
Hagil
paleobiology,
is
for
Elijah
myself.
backwards. Just
And for
fun
behavioral
fact.
science and
Random
psychology,
Hagil.
you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
She just said.
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility sent a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project.
Well, 6696.
Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Oh, so he aged.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The
Random
one that looks like
Hagil?
Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive. Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little
Oh
story?
boy. But he's a good guy.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian. It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you?
So he's basically
The Elijah I
Bohall
knew
version
could never
2.
do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
what happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes, and with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a land from the
With
same
your olive oil voice and your
relationship
guinea
broke.
charm.
And all I could do was
You
stand
took
by
it all away to make me look ridiculous.
Jamie and
And a
Gillian.
man like me can't afford to be made to look
even had a
ridiculous.
child.
Now you get out of here.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my
That
father
man
tried to have me
gets any
removed from
ideas,
the
you tell him
project,
I ain't no
but
band
I
leader.
persisted. Jamie, I always
Yeah,
wanted to
I
be
heard
near
that
you.
story.
And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret, crazed project through to the end. At the time, the pyroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city, had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter. and executed
Is this
my
the
plan on
ending?
June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come.
Oh no.
The original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years, in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale Snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society.
This
I
is
sincerely doubt it will be able to reach
so
any greater
long.
level of prosperity.
Wow.
on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader. A firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them.
Hey, Ben.
As long as they give the people no reason
You
to suspect
take a
them,
shower,
then
brush
they
your
can easily
teeth,
become their gods.
maybe
Indeed, a new race of
clean the
super
house, come back.
beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin,
Why not?
Snatchers
Yeah,
will
whole
transcend
cartoon.
man to
What?
become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the
Yeah,
quantities
the funny
that we
thing
need.
is, I was worried that my little Godfather quote would
How could you get a
have
sample of perfected artificial skin?
like
Why
covered
don't
most
you
of this
take a look at
exposition.
this?
Oh wait,
We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Random.
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers.
oh
The
yeah.
machine itself thought it was
He's doing a
human.
Leonid
My father
Tolstoy.
input memories
It's
for
very
all
fitting
we
that
want to try.
Snatcher
Those
is
two were apparently
emulating
alive.
a Russian literary
Haven't
classic.
you yet realized? Random
War and
Hygiene
Peace.
is Elijah Modner spelled backwards.
Yeah, I figured that one
Oh,
out
like my
actually.
father, silly old man.
That little backwards
He did
thing,
virtually
pretty clever.
overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan, a full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I am different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
He's definitely not a kindly old
Metal.
grandpa. Oh no!
10 minutes, this
Metal!
will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
What are you gonna do?
What happened at
Stand
the
up on your not feet?
Delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phase particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
I'll be picking up my controller now. Just in case. He's so cute.
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Random.
What's that?
It's random.
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid...
Got me there.
Simpleton of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes.
Is that a pun?
You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction... Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random. Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, Metal.
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks. Thanks, you two. Jamie, come on.
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool. You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Oof.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now.
Which is, I don't know, I gotta go on my date with
First,
Mika
I've gotta
too.
destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
Well, what do you say?
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
What?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
But
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
okay, well, so I'll look at Mika. She's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. You might be a bit lonely for a while, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. This kid has had such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. I'm gonna memorize every detail of Katrina's lovely face so that I don't forget it. Gillian, would you stop that? I feel like you're undressing me. Like, oh man, I hate when you're undressing me with my with your eyes. All right. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. All right. Is that okay? I guess now it's up to talking. Mika, trying to learn more about you is what got our relationship started. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? Yeah, haha. Our relationship has gone beyond being just friends. Beyond just friends? That sounds... You're right next... Okay, well... As you do, you say that next to your wife, as she is around you. Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know? Oh. Yeah. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time. She told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. Okay. With Eve and Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. Just like family to me now. Yeah, everything is just so saccharine sweet. While you're away, I hope it's okay for Jamie to come and live with me. Yeah, I have no problem with that at all. It will shorten my commute as well. I'll be killing two birds with one stone. Great, I'm so happy. It's so nice to have somebody else living in the house with me. Alright. Jamie. I know, very open-minded women. I definitely have to say that. I'm so tired of living alone. Maybe I'll ask Katrina if I can move in with her in the near future. Wow. Everybody's just... Why don't we all just make a commune? I feel almost as if I've got a new little sister. It's really wonderful. Katrina is such a cheerful and sweet kid. Okay. Oh, that was...
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Have a safe trip, Captain Seed. What? Me a captain? Me a captain? Not a bad first rank for someone like me who was in the military.
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
Weren't you in the CIA?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Wait, what?
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too. Huh?
Oh, lordy.
What's wrong, Jamie?
This is not how normal people talk.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and
This
trust.
got really emotional.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait for me.
Oh, this is the best.
Please.
You?
Sega CD!
Metal?
Yes, sir. We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
Heck yeah!
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian.
Yeah, we'll all live together. Don't worry.
Hurry up and get on board, Parker.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Everybody lives with me.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict.
Oh, wow.
The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
Wow. Well, that was Snatcher. I don't know if there's any post-credit stuff, but oh man, nice easy listening outro song too. Oh heck yeah, these are nice picks. You know, this game, it's a really fun ride, you know? I think that exposition dump really kind of brought things to a screeching halt, but you know, it's not a perfect game. But wow, you know, for something that was made in the 1980s, 1988. This game has always stuck with me, and I never really, I don't know, I never remembered the long exposition as something that kept me away from it. Yeah, it was really fun, you know. It was like, it was corny. It was really corny. You know, it's a cheesy detective buddy cop Blade Runner adventure, and yeah, it wasn't bad at all, you know. And actually, its sequel for the PlayStation is called Policenauts, and it is it's quite excellent, and it's very much in the sort of the same vein, but it's improved in certain ways as well, and sort of modernized with the time that it was made, but it still has the same tone. And then of course there's Snatcher SD, which I know nothing about, which I mentioned. Oh yeah, no, I will play the sequel. I think that there's enough interest in Snatcher to. That's a cool picture of oh, whatever her name is. I will be playing it, yes, and definitely indeed. I think I'll probably be playing it next, just because the momentum's there, and it is really fun. And it's in space, yeah. So, and I mean, I've got a weakness for space, and there's a real nice sort of rivalry between two of the characters in the next game. So, and I haven't played it more than, say, once, maybe twice. So I will not know nearly as much about it. I don't remember anything really, except for maybe the main characters. Oh look, it's old Harry. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm gonna look into Snatcher SD, see what that's all about. But we also have, you know, like I held that vote, and people can still vote if they want on my community page, if they want to influence what game we're gonna play after we're done with the Snatcher series, and yeah. I mean, I'm gonna write out this credit sequence because of all the cool little pictures and or art, and I don't want to miss any post-credit sassiness that might be in a Hideo Kojima game. And it hasn't even been too long of a stream, you know. I have a decent amount of time left to do what I want. But there we go. I think this looks like an end credit screen. Love this game. Mistakes and all. Alright, so what, I press a button or what? This, wait, nope. Yep, that's it. Alright, well, I guess that's everything for today. One more game! Hey, Seb. Yeah, so I hope everybody had a great time with Snatcher. We will be playing Policenauts Oh, thank you for being here, Don. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys coming by. And look forward to the sequel because it's a really great game. It is fantastic. And not many people have heard about it. So it's one of the reasons why I really want to play it for everybody, especially adventure fans. This is not a series that most people think of. People don't think of a lot of console games for adventure, for good reason. But there are some that are good. So we'll be playing that. In any case, till then, I will see you later. I think the next one, it will be on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'll see you then. Alright, bye-bye.